Today, we explore the story of Narsimha. We won't treat it as a myth, but as a map for the mind's own liberation. Well, our story begins right there, inside that very prison. It's a fortress, you see, built of thought and belief, and it's ruled by an ego that denies any power greater than itself. The antagonist here isn't really a person, it's a state of being, an ego that desperately clings to permanence in a world that is always changing.
His name tells you everything you need to know. Hiranyakashipu. He represents the part of the mind that's attached to the shiny surfaces of life, to comfort, to pleasure. He is that inherited belief system that fights against truth, the mental structure that demands total control.
And to protect itself, this ego secures a boon that's built on loopholes. You see, these conditions are the logical walls the ego builds around itself. It believes that if it can just control the terms, it can control reality itself. Every single clause is an attempt to outsmart life.
And yet, inside this fortress of control, there's a paradox. There's an awareness that simply cannot be conditioned, cannot be controlled, and cannot be broken.
And that paradox has a name, Prahalada. His name means innate joy. He is the pure presence that sees divinity in everything. While his father worships control, Prahalada, well, he simply bows to consciousness.
So when just talking to him fails, Hiranyakashipu escalates things. He puts his own son through unimaginable trials, trying to force him back into the world of illusion, and each trial becomes a powerful test of what is truly real.
First, he unleashes a herd of enraged elephants to just crush him. But as they get close, something shifts. Their rage turns into reverence. You see, the external threat is just neutralized by this unwavering inner presence. Next, venomous snakes are sent in. But in Prahlada's presence, their deadly poison just becomes inert. Their fangs retract, their very nature is transformed by a power so much greater than their own.
And finally, his aunt Holika, who has a boon that makes her immune to fire, sits with him on a burning pyre, but her boon fails her. She's consumed by the flames, while Prahlada emerges completely unharmed. The fire purifies, you see. It only consumes what is false.
So, having failed to destroy the truth, the ego now makes its final and fatal move. It challenges the very existence of an all-pervading consciousness.
Completely enraged, Hiranyakashipu demands to know where this divine presence is, and Prahlada's reply is so simple. He is everywhere. So the ego points to a nearby pillar, turning what was a philosophical argument into a very real physical challenge.
Now this pillar is not just a pillar, its presence is very precise. It symbolizes the central axis of our being. So when Hiranyakashipu strikes it, he's striking at the very idea that divinity can exist in stillness. And the pillar? It doesn't just crack, it erupts.
And what comes out is a feral, boundaryless power. A power that is absolutely terrifying in its precision. This is Narsimha, consciousness in its raw, fierce aspect. This is the kind of clarity that rips through illusion when that illusion has become too stubborn to dissolve on its own. It does not negotiate. And right here, the ego's boon completely unravels. Narsimha drags Hiranyakashipu to the threshold of the palace, neither indoors nor outdoors. It happens at dusk, neither day nor night. He places him on his lap and uses only his claws. Every single condition is honored. Every loophole is met with perfect, terrifying logic. And Hiranyakashipu dies. When the fierce light of unfiltered awareness confronts the hardened structures of the ego, there is only dissolution. The fortress is completely dismembered from within.
But the story doesn't end in violence. It culminates in stillness. The purpose here was cleansing, not punishment.
Now Narsimha, though divine, is still roaring. He's feral, unstoppable. Even the gods are afraid. Only one being can approach him. And Prahlada steps forward, completely untouched by fear. In his presence, the lion quiets. You see, awareness recognizes itself in innocence and remembers its own gentle nature. The silence that follows, that is the real gift. In the wake of all that destruction, what's left is space. Space for the truth to finally breathe again.
For more interpretations like this, you can pick up a copy of the book SWARAUM, mystic metaphors from Indic scriptures.